Every person is unique, but from a purely scientific standpoint, we share an immense range of characteristics that make us appear nearly identical when viewed from a broader perspective. The standard human body is designed with one head, two arms, and two legs. That familiar structure defines what most consider normal. However, some individuals defy those biological rules. From a woman living with an extraordinarily rare syndrome to a man burdened by a massive tumor, well, these are the 15 most shocking people you won't believe exist. Number 15, JK. At just 22 months old, JJ survived an attack that nearly took his life. 5 pit bulls turned a quiet afternoon into chaos while his father ran toward the sound of screams and growls. He found his son being dragged across the yard and reacted on instinct, throwing himself over the toddler and using his own body, even his face, to shield JJ's head. The damage was catastrophic. Skin torn down to bone, a shattered jaw, his nose destroyed, adult teeth ruined before they emerged, and a cheekbone completely gone. Surgeons rebuilt his face using bone from his rib. Now 4 years old, he cannot fully open his mouth, and the scars will never fade. Yet he laughs easily, flips upside down during interviews, and jokes with his parents. That day could have ended in bitterness. Instead, his father chose protection over rage. JJ survived, and somehow his joy survived with him. Number 14. Ashley lives with fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva, a rare disorder that gradually turns muscle into bone. At 43, she is bedridden, her spine fused, her legs hardened, her jaw barely able to open. She sometimes calls herself a human statue, though the words carry quiet dignity rather than despair. Diagnosed at 3.5, she grew up knowing her body would slowly lock in place. Awareness never made it easier. She cannot shift her position, scratch an itch, dress herself, or eat without help. Her mother cares for her every single day, not simply as a caregiver, but as a family rooted in fierce devotion. When asked how she remains hopeful, Ashley answers with calm honesty. She cannot change the condition, but she can choose her outlook. Her eyes and lips, the only features still mobile, express humor and warmth. Though her body stands still, her resilience moves freely and powerfully. Number 13, Monica Caring. Monica Caring is the oldest known woman living with Saul-Wilson syndrome, a condition shared by only 14 people worldwide. Standing 4 feet 3 inches tall, she carries sharp wit and steady confidence through her Kentucky hometown. As a child, doctors offered bleak predictions. One advised her mother to cherish the limited time, doubting she would survive the week. Monica proved them wrong. She grew up, earned a college degree, drives independently, works full-time, and lives on her own. Her family never treated her diagnosis as a limitation. When obstacles appeared, they searched for solutions instead of excuses. Years later, she donated her DNA to researchers, a contribution that helped identify the specific gene mutation behind her condition. Answers replaced uncertainty and gave her renewed purpose. Surgeries and grim forecasts never convinced her to retreat. Turning 30 meant everything. Survival alone was never enough for Monica. Building a full and independent life became her greatest statement. Number 12, Kimon and Kevin. Kimon and Kevin know how quickly strangers judge what they see. Their relationship draws attention, largely because of their contrasting appearances and especially their hair. Online critics question whether they match, targeting her curves and teasing his thinning hairline. In public, most remain silent. Behind screens, opinions grow louder. Their story began at her brother's birthday party, where conversation flowed naturally and a connection formed instantly. Social media attention intensified outside commentary, yet their bond remained steady. During an open discussion with Kimon's sister, cultural differences surfaced, though not as barriers, simply as realities to understand. Cruel remarks lose strength when affection runs deep. They choose laughter over resentment and refuse to measure their relationship against strangers' expectations. What holds them together is not appearance, but mutual respect and genuine care. In a world eager to criticize, their certainty in each other feels rare and quietly powerful. Number 11, Eve. Eve sensed early that her outer reflection did not align with her inner identity. Makeup became part of her life at 15, and by 16, presenting femininely felt natural. At 17, she told her mother she was transgender. Support began gradually with laser hair removal, while hormone therapy waited. So turning 18 marked a decisive shift as hormones began and surgeries followed. Eve did not aim for subtle change. She envisioned an exaggerated, hyper-feminine look that felt authentic to her. Nearly $50,000 later, she has undergone lip fillers and multiple breast augmentations, reaching 800 cubic centimeters, with plans for even larger implants. Her doctor recommends patience, though her ambition remains strong. Monthly lip touch-ups maintain her desired appearance. When she enters a room, either attention follows, and she welcomes it. Some consider her choices extreme. She considers them honest. Eve is shaping her body to reflect the identity she feels completely. Number 10, the girl who survives on baby formula. Caroline Craig lives with mast cell activation syndrome, and her entire diet is limited to two safe options: hypoallergenic baby formula and plain oats. Nothing beyond that is reliable. Even the faintest trace of dog hair or a subtle scent of perfume can trigger reactions that linger for weeks. Leaving home demands careful planning. Her space is cleaned constantly, gloves shield her hands, and crowded environments remain risky. Still, she refuses to withdraw from the world. Online, she shares oat-based recipes that support others navigating MCAS, transforming restriction into creativity. Daily walks help gently condition her immune system, and paint nights or video chats keep her socially connected. Her mother stands as her steady foundation, and her circle remains loyal. She calls herself perfectly imperfect and carries the phrase with quiet pride. Caroline has shaped survival into influence, proving resilience can flourish even within the narrowest boundaries. Number 9, the unique twin content creators. April and Amelia are identical twins who have turned their bond into both a business and a lifestyle. Much viral fame brought admiration as well as relentless criticism. Online voices accuse them of chasing controversy or crossing boundaries. Yet they maintain that no one is harmed, and their success speaks for itself. In 1 year alone, they earned $3 million, including a single week that generated $100,000. Beyond finances, their personal choices spark the most debate. They prefer sharing nearly every aspect of life, including the idea of one boyfriend between them, while believing separate relationships complicate what already works. During a televised blind date, a man named Mitch arrived unaware that he would meet both sisters. They proposed shared commitment. He listened, but declined. Public backlash has cost friendships and fueled endless commentary, yet their loyalty to each other remains firm, guided by happiness and independence. Number 8, NY's undiagnosed skin journey. Nancy continues living with a condition that still carries no official diagnosis. It began with painful inflammation on her lips and evolved into unpredictable flares that sting like needles or ache deep beneath the skin. Blood tests, scans, creams, and medications have provided no lasting answers. Some mornings the mirror feels overwhelming. For a time, heavy foundation masked the redness, but eventually she chose transparency over concealment. On TikTok, she began sharing her reality without filters. Harsh comments arrived quickly, yet so did heartfelt messages from people who felt less alone after seeing her honesty. Each flare can cost her thousands of followers, but she refuses to disappear. She often reminds critics that a single image cannot capture a full life. Supported by friends and a sister who meets hate with humor, Nancy has transformed uncertainty into connection, building strength through openness despite unanswered questions. Number 7, Nathan Herdicka. Nathan Herdicka was born with bilateral PFFD, leaving him without hips, knees, or a natural connection between his thigh bones and pelvis. Fewer than 25 individuals worldwide share this condition. Remarkably, he is the only known person to have taught himself to walk despite it. Each step presses bone against the ground rather than muscle, and pain accompanies nearly every movement. Even so, he continues forward. When traditional employment became physically overwhelming, he and his wife, Chelsea, built a jewelry business from scratch, creating stability on their own terms. He drives, cooks, and manages daily responsibilities independently. Growing up, the expectations placed on him were painfully low. He responded by surpassing them. Athletic dreams may not include dunking a basketball, but ambition remains expansive. His disability never becomes the headline of his story. Determination, resilience, and refusal to surrender define the path he walks each day. To number 6, Davy lives with Lesch-Nyhan syndrome, a rare condition that causes serious physical complications along with powerful neurological impulses, including uncontrollable self-harm. Protective gloves and padded guards help reduce injury, though they cannot always prevent it. Muscle stiffness, kidney issues, and mental strain are part of his daily reality. Yet those closest to him speak first about his energy rather than his diagnosis. His laughter fills a room and changes the atmosphere instantly. When his mother enters, his face softens without effort, and he once described her as his best friend. Music brings visible joy, and even on difficult days, humor finds its place. The challenges are constant, but so are the bright moments that remind everyone who he truly is. The future may feel uncertain, yet his presence remains steady. Davy stands, smiles, connects deeply, and loves fully, leaving an impact far greater than any medical label. Number 5, Paul Mukisa. Paul Mukisa was born in Uganda with 4 arms and 4 legs, a sight that left his village stunned and whispering. The explanation was parasitic twinning. His heart rested on the right side of his chest and his liver on the left. The extra limbs were attached at his pelvis, complete with bones and joints, yet without a head, brain, or functioning organs. At just 3 months old, he faced a delicate 3-hour surgery at Malago Hospital in Kampala. Surgeons carefully separated the parasitic twin, controlled internal bleeding, dismantled the added joints, and closed the large wound using layered skin flaps. The attached twin had survived entirely through Paul's body. Though doctors had never seen this exact case, their experience guided the operation. Paul recovered well and is expected to live normally, with possible orthopedic care later. Fear once surrounded his birth, and relief and understanding eventually replaced it. Number 4, Godfrey Baguma. Godfrey Baguma rose to attention after winning a 2002 contest that called him Uganda's ugliest man. He never allowed that label to define him. Born with a rare genetic condition that shaped his facial features, he was abandoned at birth and grew up repairing shoes to survive. Resilience formed early. He later found love, married, became a father, remarried, and welcomed 6 more children. Entering the contest was meant to earn quick money for his family, yet it shifted his life in unexpected ways. Instead of shrinking from attention, he embraced it. Music, filmed performances, and stand-up comedy replaced cobbler tools. Audiences who once started now buy tickets to watch him entertain. His appearance stayed the same. Public perception evolved. Godfrey remained steady in who he was until the world began to look beyond first impressions and recognize his determination and talent. And number 3, Kay Hulko. Kay Hulko is 39 years old, weighs 35 pounds, and lives with progeria, a condition that accelerates aging. Diagnosed shortly after her first birthday, her growth stopped by 5th grade. Over time, unstable joints led to hip surgeries, yet her independence endured. She drives, paints expressive artwork, and responds confidently to online skeptics who assume she must already be gone. Her replies carry humor and sharp wit. Though physically small, her presence feels undeniable. A determination shapes her plans. She hopes to modify her van so she can travel freely, live independently, and share her space with animals. Childhood friends remember her as bright and stubborn, long before medical terms defined her story. Dance once filled her world. Now painting carries that creative energy. Her condition influences her path, but never confines it. She continues forward with resolve, building a life defined by strength rather than limitation. Number 2, Pans Zhan Hong. Pans Zhan Hong lives in China with a condition that continues to puzzle doctors. His skin is thick, cracked, and layered with scales that flake painfully and attract constant attention. Walking through public spaces rarely goes unnoticed, and not every glance is kind. Comparisons to fictional illnesses appear online, yet his experience is entirely real. Specialists still search for answers while he manages daily discomfort without certainty. There is no dramatic cure, only endurance. He takes on small jobs when possible and steps outside despite whispers. Each day demands resilience that often goes unseen. The texture of his skin may shape how strangers react, but it does not determine his worth. Though medical explanations remain incomplete, his determination remains intact. He continues moving forward quietly, carrying both physical challenges and public curiosity without surrendering to either. And number 1, Jose was born with a tumor so large it wrapped around his neck and shoulder, pressing near his eye and dangerously close to his heart. His family lacked financial resources, and hospitals repeatedly refused treatment. One afternoon outside an orphanage, he offered to carry groceries for a visiting church group. They noticed him and chose to act rather than look away. Authorities intervened, escorting his family from a cartel-controlled neighborhood and granting temporary humanitarian protection in Albuquerque. Doctors are now evaluating his condition, while a church community raises funds for surgery. Jose often shields his face while speaking, uncertain how to meet the world's gaze. Yet when asked what life might look like without the tumor, his answer came immediately. He wants to play soccer, he wants to ride a bike. In those simple dreams, hope shines unmistakably bright. Hit like if these stories genuinely shocked you, and share this with someone who needs to see how extraordinary real people can be. Subscribe for more unbelievable true stories that prove reality is far stranger than fiction.